Maybe we should rate this based on gallons of blood.
Oh, bro, there are not numbers that go up that high.
What's up, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of Whiskey Business. My name's Josh.
And I'm Mike.
And we're here because you, the people, have requested us to watch this Netflix movie. And what I feel like is a challenge just to try to test us to make sure that we know how to read. Because this is a fucking foreign film with subtitles that took me 2 hours of reading. It was basically a book.
Tapi di saat itulah gue melihat satu kehidupan kecil yang sudah di ujung tanduk. Mungkin aja.
We watched a foreign film.
Yes.
I feel so fucking elegant now. I'm like a high society, uppity up piece of shit now. I've seen a foreign film, yes. What one? Oh, the one where people got their arms ripped off and a guy literally was murdered by a cow's hoof. Have you seen this film?
So the creme de la creme, if you will.
The Night Comes For Us is a Indonesian film, I think.
It's an Indonesian film.
This movie is about a member of the Triads who decides to not kill a little girl, and instead of killing her, he decides to try to save her and get her on a boat or something, and along the way, he's got to fight like 1,000 people to make sure she stays alive.
This is not a complicated movie, even though the subtitles make you feel like it might be.
There's a lot of fighting, so there's a lot of times when I'm not reading, I'm just watching this movie with my eyes squinted almost shut, because let's take a minute to talk about the gore factor here. This has got to be one of the most violent, gory movies I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. A dude was murdered with a cow's hoof in a butcher shop. It's a butcher shop, so there's saws and knives and sharp cow hooves and hooks. There's shit everywhere, and they use all of it.
Including the hooves.
They butchered people. And you're like, oh, get him, guy. Save this girl's life. Go get him. And then he's like doing this stuff like, okay. You don't got to get him that hard. So many legs are broken.
Oh, man.
Fingers are lopped off. Heads are destroyed. And knives are going through throats.
We're talking about just blood just sprayed everywhere. There's just screaming and then just spraying, and then the blood is spraying into other people's faces, and then they're screaming, and then they're getting stabbed, and then more blood is squirting. Oh, God.
What was the budget for the fake blood in this movie? It had to be double the cost of the actors.
I really wonder what their blood pressure is like before going into the action scenes, because apparently it's like off the charts to get it to spray in such a way.
If this guy didn't kill them, high blood pressure was going to kill them, and the angina was going to get them right after this. This main dude goes through so much stuff here.
Oh my God.
Borderline invincible. Okay, dude, you've been stabbed like 12 times. You survived being like 3 feet away from a grenade going off. You've gotten shot like 4 times.
Yeah.
Just sit down.
Maybe that kid ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying?
The fight scenes are incredible, and they go on for a long time.
It's epic.
It's violent as fuck.
Yeah.
But then the story that they're hung around, it's like insane the lengths that these guys are going to go through to try to kill this little girl because she may or may not be able to point them out later on or something. Or
you need to turn your brain off completely and just watch the fight scenes and be amazed. But there is some valuable lessons to be learned.
Okay.
Yes.
I'd like to hear this.
Such as, don't tase a guy with an Uzi in his hand, because literally the first thing he's gonna do is clamp down on the trigger and blow his own friend's head off. Don't tase me, bro.
He said that. He said, don't tase me, bro.
The kid needs some serious fucking counseling. She also stabbed one dude multiple times when he was holding on to him in a car.
And she also saw 170,000 people murdered in front of her by one guy.
But it was
just trying to keep you safe. I feel more in danger around you.
Not safe right now. Close to the end, there was like a back of the head camera shot where it's like you saw the back of his head and then like his shoulder blades, and he was like fighting a bunch of dudes. Like that camera angle was fucking sick. The choreography and the fighting scenes of this movie is just fucking amazing, and it's worth it to watch the movie just for that.
That's the only reason to watch.
Just for that.
I would give this movie a drunk. I'm sorry. I just think the story was just not enough to like really get me into the fight scenes. As cool as they were, and they were really awesome, they were gory as fuck, but if it had a little bit better story, I could have been like really into it.
You know, at first, I gotta say I'm gonna rate this on a brotastic scale, and that would be sober.
What does that mean? That just protein powder then?
Just chicken breasts,
creatine,
glutamine, all the means. But if we're gonna be actual movie reviewers, I'm going drunk as well, because you just have to pull out the amazing fight scenes and choreography, and then what do you have? You probably have a drunk movie.
Cheers! Until next time, remember to check with us for our other reviews. Make sure to subscribe and make sure to hit that bell icon so you know when we're drinking, you can get fucked up along with us.
And I want to open up the comments for people, and that would be, what is your top 3 martial art movies?